Welcome to Be Free Yoga. My name's Inger. This is Rosie. And today is a special edition of Be Free Yoga that's all about treating yourself. You know those random evenings when your whole family happens to be out of the house and you find yourself alone, and before you settle in to binge watch whatever series you're into, you maybe run a hot bath and light some candles and unearth your secret stash of chocolate. Well, this is the yoga version of that. So it's all the stretching, none of the work. So get into your most comfortable yoga clothes, maybe dim the lights. If you have a candle, you could light it. Gather your props, 2 blocks and a strap, maybe a blanket if you want some extra cushioning. And then we'll meet in belly down Shavasana. You'll come to lay on your belly with your blocks in an inverted V underneath your shoulders. Leave enough space between your blocks so your forehead can rest on your mat. Arms by your sides. Let your heels fall out. And breathe into your belly as it grounds into the earth. Sidney Harris said, "The time to relax is when you don't have time for it." So go you for making some time to treat yourself today. Start with a full deep inhale through your nose and an open mouth exhale side out. Another full inhale, press your belly into the earth. And exhale, fog up your mat. And one more time. And side out. And seal your lips. Breathe in and out through your nose. And rock your head side to side, massaging your third eye center. We'll be doing a lot of self-massage today. Stimulating your intuition about what you need. On your next inhale, come back to center. Lift your forehead, gently remove your blocks and set them to the side. And come into half prone frog. Bring your left cheek to the mat, and goalpost your arms, and bend your right knee to the side wall. Right angles in your arms and your leg. Nice passive neck stretch and hip opener. Imagine you're snuggling up to the earth. On your next inhale, press into your right hand, half scorpion twist. Lift your right knee, stack your right hip over your left hip. Your top leg is bent. Send your breath into your left shoulder. One more inhale. Exhale, release back through half prone frog. Stay for a breath in. And stay for a breath out. Now again, press into your right hand so much that you can thread your left arm underneath your body. Then rainbow your right arm up and over for supine twist. Gaze over your right shoulder. Keep both shoulders near the floor. And relax into it. Go deeper with each exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly unwind. Take your time in the transitions. There's no rush. And come back to your belly for half prone frog on the other side. Left knee to the side wall, rest on your right cheek. Elbows at shoulder height. Right angles in your body. On your next inhale, press into your left hand for half scorpion twist. Rotate your legs. Bend your left knee, stack your hips. You control how deep you twist. One more inhale. And exhale, unwind. Back through half prone frog. For a breath in. And a breath out. Now push into your left hand again. Thread your right arm underneath your body. And then rainbow your left arm up and over for your supine twist. Work your shoulders towards the earth. And look to the left. Don't force anything here. Just settle in. Wringing out your body. Let all your cares and worries go. One more big breath in. And exhale, unwind. And come back to your belly for Sphinx pose. Come onto your forearms. Elbows stacked under your shoulders, creating a number 11 with your arms. Press your forearms into the earth as you traction your elbows back towards your body. Reach your heart through the gate of your arms and look to the front of the room. Create space between your ears and your shoulders. The older you get, the more you realize that the way you look is a reflection of how you treat yourself. Hope Davis. One more inhale here. Exhale, release. Frame your heart with your hands. Press into the earth and come into tabletop. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Spread your fingers wide. And do some barrel rolls. Jump rope your spine. First in one direction, and then in the other. You can bring your head into this, your hips, make your circles big. And then come back to center for some calf massage. Cross your right shin over your left calf. Starting up behind your knee, we're going to saw back and forth as you draw your leg down towards your ankle. Ooh, that feels good. Let's do it one more time. Start back up behind your knee and massage your way down to your ankle. Then extend your right leg diagonally behind you, bend your toes, and look over your left shoulder. Lean into your right side body. And big breath in. Exhale, release back through tabletop. Calf massage on the other side. Now we're using our left shin to massage our right calf. Work your way down. You control the pressure. When you get to your ankle, let's do it again. And then extend your left leg back diagonally and look over your right shoulder. Lean to the left. Big breath in. Exhale, unwind. Come back to tabletop. Inhale, open twist. Send your right arm high. Big breath in. Exhale, thread the needle. Send your right arm underneath your body and come to rest on your right cheek. Reach your tailbone high and press into the back of your arm to deepen your twist. Keep your breath slow and relaxed. Don't try and anticipate what comes next. Just enjoy the moment. On your next inhale, press into your left hand. Reach your right arm high. And exhale back into tabletop. Other side, root into your right hand, left hand high. Open twist. Exhale, thread the needle. Left cheek to the mat. Tailbone high. Press into the back of your arm. Twist deeper. Inhale, press into your right arm. Send your left arm high, big breath in. And exhale, release back through tabletop. Prepare for a lat stretch. Come down onto your left forearm. And send your right arm diagonally to the front of the room. Lean into your right shoulder and press the outside edge of your hand into the earth. That feels so good. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Other side, reach your left arm across diagonally. Rest on your right forearm. Press the outside edge of your hand into the earth and lean into your left shoulder. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Come into puppy pose. Walk your forearms forward. Rest your forehead on the mat and press your chest low. Make sure your knees are stacked under your hips and reach your tailbone high. Feel an opening in your shoulders with each exhale as you press your chest lower and your tailbone higher. On your next inhale, start to walk your forearms back towards your knees for snail. Bring your elbows all the way to your knees, around your spine, and press the top of your head on the mat. Press your forearms down. Press the tops of your feet into the earth to activate your glutes and hamstrings. On your next inhale, rise up through tabletop. Separate your knees as wide as your mat, and then come into child's pose. Sink your hips low as you reach your arms forward. Sink your belly between your thighs. Option for a blanket or blocks under your hips if that feels better in your body. Rest your forehead on the mat. And then rock your hips side to side. On your next inhale, walk your hands to the right front corner of the room and place your left palm on top of your right hand. Lean into your left shoulder. Then walk your hands to the upper left corner of the room. Place your right palm on top of your left hand and lean into your right shoulder. Keep your hips sunk down towards your heels. Inhale, center your arms on your mat. And then thread your right arm underneath your body for thread the needle in child's pose. Now we have a deeper opening in our outer shoulder. Try and keep your shoulders centered with the earth, not opening to the side. And this will deepen the stretch. Switch it out. Send your right arm forward, thread your left arm under. Again, press your chest straight down to the floor. One more inhale. And release your thread the needle. Activate your arms, lift your elbows off the floor. And then walk them forward just a tiny bit till your hips hover off your heels. Inhale, press into your hands, rainbow your body up, keep your knees wide, and exhale into a cobra variation. Bring your toes together. Look up. Imagine you can draw your toes to the back of your head. Press into the earth, roll your shoulders down your back, and offer your heart forward. On the inhale, rainbow your hips up, and exhale back into child's pose. Keep your hands where they are. Inhale, rainbow up. We'll go through this 3 times. Exhale into cobra variation. And then exhale back down. Child's pose. Inhale, rainbow up. Lengthen the front of your body and exhale back down. Inhale, rise up through tabletop. Bring your knees back towards each other. Tuck your toes and come into toes on fire. Not known to be a relaxing posture, but it does feel good to stretch your toes. Option to lean forward so it's not too intense. Or just here for a couple of breaths. Then release. Untuck your toes. A little more massage. Tap the tops of your feet onto the earth to release. Get the blood flowing again. And then tuck your toes and exhale into down dog. Pedal out your legs. Reach your tailbone high as you press your chest low. Relax your head and neck. Inhale, three-legged dog. Send your right leg high, nice level hips. Reach through your heel. And exhale into low lunge. Step between your hands in whatever way works for you and lower your back knee right away. Inhale, crescent moon. Rise up. Just keep your hands on your thigh today because we're taking it easy. Check in with your front knee so that it's over your ankle and sink your hips low. Relax your shoulders. Look to the front of the room. Then take one of your blocks under your right hand. Rainbow your left arm up and over for a side bend. Really lengthen your left side body. One more inhale. And exhale into half splits. Use both your blocks now, framing your front foot, and straighten your right leg. Send your hips back and down. Draw your right femur back into your hip socket as you flex your foot and straighten your front leg. Maybe explore having your blocks one step higher than you normally would so you can focus on a nice flat spine, offering your heart forward and really feeling the stretch in your hamstring. With each exhale, release any muscular tension. Let the relaxation happen. And come back down to where you normally have your blocks for an open twist. Inhale, reach your right arm back. Let your front toes fall to the side of the room. Dial your right hip down. Rotate your shoulders. Maybe you can look up and back. Big breath in. Exhale, unwind. Flatten your front foot. Shift your weight forward for a quad stretch. Bend your back leg. Reach your right arm back. And draw your heel to your glute. Your block can be on any setting under your left hand that you need it to be. And then imagine there's a wall behind you. Open up your shoulders, good posture. Sink your hips lower. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Feels so good. Now just slowly start to work your front foot to the left and come into half sleeping pigeon. Work to parallel your right shin with the top of your mat, but it doesn't have to be parallel. And then come down onto your forearms. Make sure your back toes are pointing to the back of the room. You can use a block for a pillow. Draw your right hip back, your left hip forward. Squeeze your thighs together, engage your pelvic floor. Big breath in. And then exhale, just relax everything. Let your hips sink low. What you pay attention to grows. Pay attention to your loveliness, your magnificent self. Begin now. Gene and Roth. If sleeping pigeon isn't comfortable and relaxing for you, option to just lower your hips to the right and bend both legs slightly for a modified sleeping pigeon. Or you can come to supine figure 4 on your back. You can also stick a block or a rolled up blanket underneath your hip. Find ways to support yourself in this posture. One more breath in. Exhale, lower your hips to the side and swing your left leg around to the front of the mat. Come into one-legged seat. Left leg long, right foot inside your thigh. Reach your arms high, then use the strength of your obliques to rotate your body to face your extended leg. On the inhale, hollow out your belly, grow taller. Exhale, fold forward. You can bring your hands to your shin or your toes. You could use a strap. Center your shoulders around your leg. Keep that twist. On the inhales, lengthen. And on the exhales, deepen. On your next inhale, rise up. Offer your heart forward as you lift. Face the front for a side bend, rainbow your right arm up and over. Bring your left arm inside your leg and then use the pressure there to rotate your shoulders more. Look up past your armpit. Inhale, rise up with control. Bring your right hand behind your hip for stargazer pose. Point your left toes, then flash dance your hips up. Reach your arm overhead. Look up, big breath in. And exhale slowly and with control, lower your hips down. Pick up your left foot and cross it over your right thigh for half Lord of the Fishes. Ground into both sits bones and then twist to the left. Bring your right elbow outside your left thigh. Look over your shoulder. With each exhale, twist a little deeper. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Swing your left leg back around. And everybody meet in down dog for the other side. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale, send your left leg high, level hips. Big breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step between your hands and lower your back knee right away. Option for a blanket under your knee if you need the support. And inhale. Rise up to your crescent moon, hands on your thigh. Check in with your stance. Make sure your joints are stacked. And then relax your shoulders. Sink your hips low. Find a block on the tall setting In your left hand for a side bend. Rainbow your right arm up, keep your hips low, open your top shoulder. Look up, big breath in. And exhale into your half splits. Straighten your front leg, flex your foot. Maybe have your blocks a little higher than usual. Draw your left femur back into your hip socket. Lengthen your spine on the inhales and fold deeper on the exhales. One more inhale. Exhale, come down onto your blocks the way you normally have them for an open twist. Reach your left arm up and back and allow your toes to tip out to the side. Look up and back. Lengthen and then rotate your shoulders more. Big breath in. Exhale, plant your front foot, bend your knee for your quad stretch. Still rooting into your right hand, bend your back leg and capture it with your left hand. Draw your heel to your glute, keep your hips low, and then rotate your shoulders like you're leaning against a wall. Lift your chin. This might be an intense stretch for you, it is for me, but notice that intense doesn't necessarily mean bad. Use your breath. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Now gently toe heel your left foot to the right side and come into your sleeping pigeon. Lower onto your forearms. Level your hips with the floor. You can use a block as a pillow. You can support your back hip with a block or a blanket. Option to rest your hips on the floor and bend both legs for a modification. Scissor your thighs together as you inhale, activate your pelvic floor, and then keep your hips in that alignment as you exhale and sink them lower. Treat yourself as if you already are enough. Walk as if you are enough. Eat as if you are enough. See, look, listen as if you are enough. Because it's true. Gene and Roth. One more inhale. Exhale, let your hips fall to the side. Swing your back leg to the front and come into your one-legged seat. Left foot inside your right thigh. Reach your arms high. Rotate your torso. Big breath in. Hollow out your belly and then exhale. Fold forward. Find the grip that works for you. Flex your toes. On your next inhale, rise up. Face the front, side bend. Left arm up and over. Bring your right arm in front of your leg and then use the pressure to twist your shoulders. Look up past your arm. Imagine you could reach your toes with your fingertips. On your next inhale, rise up. Bring your left hand to the floor behind your hips. Then flash dance up. Right arm overhead. Lift your hips higher with a big breath in. And then exhale, slowly lower back down. Pick up your right foot. Place it outside your thigh and then twist to the right, half Lord of the Fishes. Make sure your weight is divided equally between your hips. Lengthen your spine on the inhale and twist deeper on the exhale. Try taking some of the weight out of your back hand and bringing the structure into your spine. Big breath in. Exhale, unwind. Swing your right leg back and come into your down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Look to the top of your mat and come down to a seat. Let's face each other in Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together, knees wide. Hold onto your feet and just butterfly your knees, loosening up your hips. And then open and shut your jaw, releasing any tension you're holding there. Move it around. And then reach up and massage your ears. Just sort of squeeze and massage your ears all the way down to your earlobes. Do what feels good. And then interlace your hands behind your back. Puff up your chest for a heart opener. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as you look up. Press your palms towards one another. Big breath in. And release your grip. Find your blocks. Make the diamond of your legs just a little bit bigger and stack the blocks on top of your feet for bound Baddha Konasana. Fold forward as you thread your arms underneath your shins and bring your forehead to rest on your blocks. You can stack your blocks any way so that this becomes comfortable and supportive for you. Release any tension in your hips so that your knees fall open wide. The weight of your shins presses into your arms and opens up your back even more. Use this moment to turn in on yourself, connecting with your center. On your next inhale, liberate your arms. Rise up slowly. Set your blocks to the side. And then pick up your left leg and cradle it like a baby. Maybe you have it in the crooks of your arms. Maybe you use a hand, whatever works for you. But try and sit up straight. Good posture. Rock it side to side. Then reach down with your right hand and interlace your fingers between your toes for a good toe stretch, and then circle out your ankle. First in one direction and then in the other. Even taking care of our feet. Now switch out your arms so that you can come down onto your left forearm. Roll onto the outside of your hip for a piriformis massage. Roll around on your outer hip until you find that really tender spot. And just rock around right there, massaging it out. One more big breath in. And come back up and switch it out for the other side. Pick up your right leg and rock it like a baby. Good posture, relax shoulders. Symbolically nurturing yourself here. And then reach down with your left hand, interlace your fingers between your toes. Circle out your ankle. Both directions. And switch out your grip. Come down onto your right forearm. Find that tender spot. Roll around. On your next inhale, rise back up. Release your foot. Come back to face the top of your mat. Grab your blocks, staff pose. Have your blocks by your hips. Inhale, reach high, and exhale, forward fold. Your hands can be on your shins, your feet. You can use a strap. It's your choice here if this comes from a nice back stretch by rounding your spine, or if you want it to come more from the back of your legs with a flat spine. Now bend your knees slightly so that you can grab your toes with your left hand. Then inhale, open twist, reach your right arm up and back diagonally for revolve seated forward fold. Rotate your shoulders, look up and back. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Other side, hold your toes with your right hand. Left arm up and back. You control how bent your knees are. One more inhale. Exhale, relax. Press the backs of your legs into the floor to support you. Reach your arms forward as you slowly lower down. Find your blocks and bring them into a T shape under your body for supported fish. One under your head like a pillow, and one between your shoulder blades and your upper back. I like the low setting for both, but find what's right for you. Avoid having this lower block too far down your back. You want it up high. Option for a rolled up blanket along your spine if that feels more relaxing for you today. Open your arms like wings to the sides of the room. And with each exhale, feel your body wrapping around the edge of your blocks or your blanket. This is a passive back bend and a passive heart opener. There's not very many of these, so really just soak it up. Let gravity make it happen. One more big breath in. Exhale, roll onto your side into fetal pose. Remove your blocks, set them to the side. Nice counter stretch. Round into a ball, curve your spine, and cozy in. Pema Chodron reminds us to treat yourself like your own precious child. Can you feel that for yourself right now? On your next inhale, roll back onto your back. Draw your knees into your chest and circle them out. Self-massage on your lower back. Outline your sacrum on the floor, first in one direction and then in the other. Plant your feet flat on the floor, hip widths distance apart. Then press into your feet, hover your hips, and slide your block in the low setting underneath your sacrum. Start off by extending your legs long to the front of the room and cross your right ankle over your left ankle and point your toes. If this doesn't feel good on your low back, you don't have to do it. But if it does feel good, just sink into it. Then cross your legs and cross them the other way. One more breath in. Exhale, uncross your legs, plant your feet flat on the floor again, and then send your right leg high, and then your left leg high. Waterfall. You can adjust the block under your hips if it's not in the right spot to support you. Flex your feet, lengthen through the back of your legs, and just enjoy the sensation of your blood flowing back towards your heart. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your left foot on the floor. Keep your right leg high. Big breath in, lengthen. Exhale, thread the needle. Send your right foot underneath the arch created by your left leg. Release your knee towards the earth. Option to reach down with your left hand and capture your toes. Maybe you want to extend your right arm overhead. See what feels good to you. And with each exhale, release any tension in your right hip and let your knee sink lower. On your next inhale, reach your right leg high, arms back to your sides, and exhale, release. Other side, send your left leg long, reach your heel to the sky, flex your foot, big breath in. Exhale, thread the needle. Send your left foot under the arch created by your right leg. Relax your left knee to the earth. Maybe reach down with your right hand and grab your toes. Option to send your left arm overhead. One more inhale. Exhale, release your toes. Bring your arms to your sides. Send your left leg high. Big breath in. And exhale, release to supported bridge. Press into your feet. Lift your hips. Remove your block. And lower your hips down to your mat. Broken bridge. Bring your feet as wide as your mat and knock your knees in. Tee out your arms and then windshield wiper your legs side to side. And find stillness for supine figure 4. Cross your right shin over your left thigh and open your knee to the front of the room. Then reach down, find a grip that works for you. Maybe it's the front of your shin or the back of your thigh. Flex your feet. Keep your knee pressed to the front of the room and then shift both knees 2 inches to the left to bring the stretch into your outer hip. One more breath in. Release your grip. Cross your legs even further for supine cow face pose. Line up your knees together, then reach down and grab the outside edges of your feet or your ankles or your shins and draw your heels towards your glutes. Relax your shoulders, the muscles in your face. One more inhale. Release your feet, keep your legs crossed, tee out your arms, and then let your knees fall to the left as you gaze to the right. Keep your shoulders planted. Don't force anything, just let it happen. On your next inhale, roll back onto your back. Find your strap. Send your left leg long on the floor and hook the strap onto your right foot for supine hand to big toe pose. Extend your right heel to the sky. Lower your right hip towards the front of the room. Use your strap to deepen the stretch on the back of your leg. Relax your shoulders, big breath in. Exhale, open your leg to the right. Rotate your inner thigh towards your face. Hover your leg above the earth. Reach through your heel. On your next inhale, come back through center. Cross it over to the other side. Hold the strap with your left hand. Reach your right arm to the side. Pull your foot towards your face as you lower your top hip away from you. Inhale, unwind. Release your foot and prepare for the other side. Plant your right foot on the floor, figure 4, cross your left shin over your right thigh. Open your knee, flex your feet, and find a grip that supports you. You can use your left elbow to open your knee further, and then shift both knees 2 inches to the right. Get curious, explore the stretch, feel into it. One more inhale. Exhale, release your grip. Cross your legs further so your knees are in line. Supine cow face pose. You can hold the outsides of your shins or your feet or your ankles. Draw your heels down towards your glutes. One more breath in. Exhale, release your feet, keep your legs crossed, tee out your arms. Let your knees fall to the right as you look to the left. Inhale, unwind. Uncross your legs for supine hand to big toe pose. Right leg extends along the floor. Use your strap to capture your left foot. Draw your left hip down. Lengthen through the back seam of your leg. Keep pressing the back of your right leg into the earth for stability. Big breath in. Exhale, open it up to the side. Now outwardly rotate this leg. Draw your thigh towards your face. Use your strap. Reach through your heel. Inhale, lift and cross it over on the exhale. Switch out your grip. Twist. On your next inhale, come back through center. Remove your strap. Set it to the side. And find your way into Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together, knees wide. Bring your arms overhead. Bring your fingers together to touch. Create diamonds in your arms and legs, diamonds in your hands and feet. Acknowledge your inner brilliance as you take care of yourself today. Rest there while I read you a quote by Iyanla Van Zandt. You set the standards for how you will be treated. People will treat you the exact way you treat yourself. So be good to you. Take time for yourself. Rest, play, shower yourself with affection, support, and gifts. Take one more big breath here. Exhale, reach down, close your legs like a book, and come into happy baby. Reach up and grab the outside edges of your feet or your shins or the backs of your thighs. No instructions here today, just explore what feels good. Release your feet. Come into full wind removing pose, forehead to knee. Wrap your arms around your legs. Big breath in. And exhale into Shavasana. Send your legs long. Wrap your shoulder blades underneath you to create a shelf for your heart. Palms face up. Let your feet, hips fall open and relax the muscles in your face. Let your surrender be sweet. Jean Bolin wrote, "When you recover or discover something that nourishes your soul and brings joy, care enough about yourself to make room for that in your life." Rest here for a few moments, reflecting on the things that bring you joy. Before you attempt any movement, start to deepen and lengthen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle out your ankles and your wrists. Let your head fall to one side and then to the other. And take a long good morning stretch. Point your toes, reach your arms overhead. Big inhale and exhale, banana. Bend your body, send your feet and hands to the right and cross your left ankle over your right ankle. Keep your shoulders flat. Then inhale through center. And exhale, banana to the left. Cross your right ankle over your left. Curve your body. Big breath in. Exhale, release and roll onto your favorite side into fetal pose. Cozy in. And set an intention this week to treat yourself. Find new and creative ways to experience joy. On your next inhale, slowly, with as little movement as possible, rise up to an easy seat. Bring your hands to your heart. Lengthen your spine, relax your shoulders. Take a full deep inhale and an open mouth exhale. And bring your hands to third eye center. The light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in me recognizes and adores the light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in each of you. Namaste. Oh, I hope you guys feel as good as I do. I think this will quickly become my favorite yoga class. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you around at Be Free Yoga.